Welcome, collective. This is Queen here. Back here again with another general intuitive energy read. So I'm going to use the Love Truth Oracle. Just get a few messages out for a little quick energy check-in. And see what your person is thinking, what they may want to say to you. Okay. Yeah, how they're feeling. It says, I desire to recapture that feeling. So somebody could be missing you. Okay, missing being with you. All right. They wish they could, well, they have a desire to, yeah, to recapture that feeling again. If somebody's missing somebody, what else is here? I wonder if you're enjoying life more without me. So, yeah, this is somebody that you were with. They're actually thinking about you now, collective. You know, their desire to recapture the feelings that they once had with you or whatever. And they're wondering if you're enjoying your life without them. You know, yeah, somebody's in deep thought about you, collective. What else, Spirit? I wish I could take back what I said. So somebody could have said some very hurtful things to you. Or you could have heard some things about them, you know what I'm saying? And they could have said something, you know, not being honest with you or something like that. And it just could have ruined their relationship. And then they're sitting somewhere in deep thought, you know what I'm saying? Like feeling lost is the energy I'm getting here. Yeah, this person's really in their feelings about you. Okay, and they're wondering if you if you really enjoy your life more without them in it, you know. And whatever they said to you, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, they wish they could take it back. They wish they could take it back. And just recapture the good feelings that they had at first, you know, with you. This person is in a sad place, whoever this is. What else, Spirit? Yeah, they lost themselves before. They lost themselves before. And they're wishing they could recapture that moment. Find that moment again. Find that moment with you again. But, you know, wish they could take back whatever they said because it really must have been hurtful. They're regretting that now. Okay. Wow. I'm here, now let a good one get away. Yeah, they lost themselves before. They probably got out of control for somebody here. Said the wrong things, you know, said a little bit too much. There wasn't no coming back from it. Something like that is what I'm getting here. What else? Spirit, please and thank you. I walked away before you could break my heart. This person was feeling a little insecure about being with you anyway because they know that, you know, they probably was up to no good, doing something wrong they shouldn't have been doing, you know, and said some things they shouldn't have said to you. And now that they don't have you anymore, they're sitting in their regret, their guilt, you know what I'm saying? And they're in their feelings about it, you know, really thinking about it now. You got somebody thinking, collective, you know, about how they mishandled you, misjudged you, mistreated you, underestimated you, is what I'm getting here. Yeah. See, this person says, I use material possessions to mask my true self. And they regret that because they lost themselves in material shit instead of, you know, facing life on some real terms, you know, some real shit, you know. And that happens when people get caught up in material things. They forget about real shit when they, you know, be on that material shit and see you as real. And damn, they didn't see it until they lost you. But I'm here. Let's get a couple more. They didn't see it until they lost you, collective. Yeah. No, now is not the time. Yeah. This person know that they can't come to you now, but they desire to come to you. They wish they could recapture those feelings that, you know, maybe that you once had for them. They know that you don't feel the same way about them no more. Now they, you know, sitting in a little pity right now, having a little pity party that they created. They mindful of what they did to you in the past. They know. They know what they did. They was on that material shit instead of that real shit. And that real shit was you being real. You keeping it real. They couldn't keep it real. They was hiding, masking their true self. Now they regret that they did that. They lost themselves. Of course, they was fucking lost, of course. Oh, wow. I wish they could find their way back to you. Find their way back into your heart. But no, now's not the time. But they thinking about it, though. It's either too soon to come back. They ain't giving enough time, you know what I'm saying? They ain't giving you enough space, or they ain't got their shit together, you know? Maybe they still on material shit and not on real shit. They just sitting there thinking about it right now. So Spirit's telling them, no, now's not the time to go over there to be trying to mess with the collective, because you know you ain't right yet. You know you got to get on your spiritual path. You got to choose righteousness. You got to do the right thing. You got to be loyal. You got to be real. You know, if you ain't gonna be real, nothing like that, shit, ain't gonna be no deal. We don't deal like that around here. Yeah, Spirit talking with this person. Yeah, they having a spiritual conversation with the Most High. One more, Spirit. They regret what they said to you. I don't know what they said, but they regret what they said and the way they said it. I heard. We're not suited for each other, yeah. Because, see, this person happy have material shit, okay? And they can't be true to themselves. They wear a fucking mask here, okay? Yeah. They want to be more than just friends. They don't want to be platonic. But they know now is not the time. But this person, whoever this is thinking about you, and they are, you know, like, they know they mess up themselves, you know what I'm saying? They mess the whole relationship up. I mean, even if it didn't even get off the ground, somebody messed it up at the start gate, you know what I'm saying? Wow. They know that you would catch on to them, too, because they walked away before you could break their heart. Ain't that a bitch? But they was using material possessions, you know, to mask their true self. They knew that y'all energies wasn't gonna match, because they was always hiding behind a fucking mask. Yeah, but now they're mindful of what they've done in the past to you. You know, they admit that they lost themselves, you know, before, and they wish they could take back what they said to you. And they wonder if you're enjoying your life more without them. All right? But they desire to recapture the moments with you. They do that, you know. But deep down inside, this person is trying to be realistic, more realistic now than materialistic. They know that, you know, right now is not the time, because they're not, you know, suited for you. You know what I'm saying? They're not a good suitor for you right now. They got to get their shit together first. Okay, thanks for the confirmation, Spirit. So somebody's really thinking about you, collective. I don't know who this is for. Wow. But right now they're using their work as a way to move on from you. Okay, for somebody here. And, well, this person wants you to know that they trust you unconditionally. They just couldn't trust themselves. They lost themselves for a while. Wow. They hope you guys will reunite someday. All right, and I'm going to end it right there, because you on somebody's mind, collective. I don't know what you did to them, what kind of, I don't know, what kind of loving you put on this person, or how this person fell for you, but they did, but they failed you. They fell for you, but they failed you. They I don't know, they didn't qualify. They put an application and didn't qualify. You see what I'm saying? They knew they didn't qualify, but they missing you, and they regret some things that they said to somebody here, and they in their feelings about it. You know, they just wishing they could recapture that moment y'all once had together. But they know now is not the time. But they hoping that they can reunite with you someday. Okay. Wow. Till next time, peace, love, and light.